All right, I think we're live. What's going on, everybody? Can you guys hear me? All right, give me a yes if you can, real quick. That would be awesome. I will welcome everybody to the Internet Traffic Formula affiliate only hangout. We just wanted to hang out with you guys here for a few minutes and bring you some updates. And what I really wanted to do, also myself personally, is I wanted to do a few minutes of Q&A. So I heard there were some people having some questions about the pre-launch, the launch, what's going on. Obviously, you guys are here because you're familiar with what's going on. You know what's going on, right, with the Internet Traffic Formula. Hopefully you've been out there looking at some comments and just kind of seeing overall what the how people respond and all the good stuff. I mean, I'm fired up. This is actually a little bit of a resting time for me, just sit and talk to you here. Hold on one sec. All right, you guys can hear me. Okay, cool. Man, I've been over the last several weeks. It's been, I honestly never worked this hard in my entire life, believe it or not. But this is good stuff, man. I'm happy to see so many people having, liking the content, the pre-launch content, and I think, I honestly think it's going to be a great launch for everybody. I think we can potentially set some. Break some records, hopefully in the industry, and just do good stuff overall for the community. Here's what we're going to do, folks, because this thing is like 30 seconds delayed, so if you can go ahead and type, if you have any questions specifically for the launch. We're going to have Dave Wood joining us here in a few minutes. I think he's going to be popping on here any minute now. But if you guys have questions, let's go ahead and take a little bit of time to kind of address some questions. If there was any questions, I'm not sure. And then we're gonna dive into some updates. Hopefully Dave Wood, can get you guys some updates, because honestly, I was just so focused on creating the videos and just doing the launch stuff. Recorded the sales video. We've got the the upsell video, which, by the way, thank you guys for those of you who submitted your testimonials for your biggest month ever. Those of you guys who attended those classes, we've got some really cool testimonials we'll be using. So I'm excited about that. We got everything ready to go for Monday. So come Monday, video 3 is going to be released tomorrow, I believe, and then Monday we're opening the cart. What you guys need to do? Okay, so how much is the 31st how much is the 31st cart opens price will be included in the upsell? All right. So as far as price. Now, guys, keep the, this is affiliates only. If we have a struggler or two, it's no biggie. But let's kind of keep this information inside of these virtual walls, if you will. Okay, can we do that, guys? If we're talking about the price, we don't want the price to be floating out there, out there on the internet before people actually get the full scoop of things, right? Before they actually have a chance to go through the pre-launch videos and get themselves familiar with the concept, and then also see the actual sales video. But the Internet Traffic Formula is going to sell for $997, which is ridiculously low. I honestly, I can't even believe that we're actually going to sell it this low. We wanted to sell it for $2,000, but hey, I think with $1,000 price point, it's going to be good for community, and it's the lowest possible we could lower it to. Because the Internet Traffic Formula is awesome. As far as upsell, there is going to be an upsell, and the upsell is going to be your biggest month ever training series. That is going to be, well, the regular price on that, we put it at $1,000, and what we're going to do is people who take action and purchase it during, as soon as they purchased Internet Traffic Formula, they will be taken right away to an upsell page, and as a bonus, as a one-time offer, available only on that page, we'll give them we'll sell them for half off. Okay, so basically they can get it for half off, which is $497, and then that's going to be valid for while they're on the page. So if they click off the page, if they close the page, come back, and they want to buy it later, they can get it for $1,000. Okay, so that's that. I think it's going to convert really well, to be honest with you. Let me take a look at some other questions here. All right. Anything they would promote, I'm addicted. Tracy, that's awesome. Would you consider ITF as a plug-and-play platform? Internet Traffic Formula is a coaching program, guys. It's not some kind of software or get-rich-quick deal to where all you need to do is just buy it and magically leads are going to appear. It's a comprehensive training program. It's a coaching program, is what it is. It consists of 3 parts. We talk and teach people how to literally master the psychology, positioning strategy for capturing leads, right? How do you create? Hey, listen, I was split testing some landing pages the other day, and I don't know if you guys saw the post I did on Facebook and on my blog, but got like 90% conversion rate on one of the landing pages. Okay, the power of split testing. And so what I'm doing in that part of the series is I talk about what goes through my head when I split test. What do I split test? How do I do that? How do I change and adjust my hooks and lead magnets and all that good stuff? 90% opt-in, right? Honestly, I never had it myself up until like a few days ago. So awesome stuff. And then we teach people on traffic generation. How to get traffic through different modalities, different streams and different avenues. And then we teach people how to convert, how to really bond with your list, how to really, there's different promotional strategies you can model after I walk you through. There's different scenarios, different examples you can implement in your business that worked really, really well for me personally. And so it's a package, it's a training course that teaches you how to get the traffic and then teaches you what to do with the traffic all in one place. Okay? Ta-da-ta-ta. All right. Vic, do we still promote the first video to new prospects? Yes. It's always best for your prospects to go through the entire sequence, through the entire funnel, before they get to the sales video. So I recommend that. Yep. But I think how it's set up is, as soon as they get to video 1, I believe, I'm not positive on this, but I think they can jump to video 2 if it's opened up already in video 3. So, but I would always send them to video 1, yeah, if they're just coming into your funnel. Will this be selling continually after the first week or just for the next? Okay, so the idea for this is we don't know yet. Okay, so we're gonna have the cart opening on the 31st, which is Monday, and then we're gonna have it open until the 5th. In the meantime, in between, I'm gonna do some hangouts. So if you guys have, if you have a list, okay, if you want to set up a hangout with your group, with your list, with your prospects, and if you can get, I'd say at least 300 people in the room, okay, I am willing to jump on a hangout, on a private webinar with you and your list, and we can talk about, we can do a private hangout just for your list specifically. Now, obviously, I won't be able to do it for everybody, right, regardless of the size of your list, but we're going to do it let's say if you can get 300 people onto a webinar or a hangout, okay, let us know, and then we'll set up a hangout time with you, okay, 300 people in the room, and I'll jump on it. Okay. All right. People have been asking if they have to join Empower Network to get the program. The answer is no. This is a separate product outside of the Empower Network core product line. So people they don't have to join Empower Network to get the product. They can purchase the product as a standalone product. Okay. All right. Let's see. Tracy, you're funny. When will the cart open and close? Already answered that. Do we still promote first video? All right. Vic, for us that bought in Miami for $497, is that the upsell now? Okay, so if you were if you were one of those people who pre-ordered in Miami, you paid $497. You actually got both products. You actually got your best month ever, and you will be getting Internet Traffic Formula for free. All right? Better send me some testimonials. All right. Let's see here. Vic, what's up, brother, man? How you doing, man? I'm doing awesome, brother. I'm doing awesome. Let's see. Get response Aweber. That's a technical question. If you guys want to email Empower, that would be good. Talk to that. Let's see. Like any product, oh, this thing's going too fast. Commission. Okay, commission. You get. I believe it's 70%. We better wait for Wood to jump on to talk about commission structure, because honestly, guys, I am not 100% positive on that. I was just focused on getting the the product, the pre-launch, the launch videos, and just put up some good stuff here for the community. After the cart closes, will it ever reopen back up again? The answer is possibly. That's the best I can tell you right now. Just stay tuned to the updates. We'll let you know. Okay. All right. Let's see. If you guys have any other questions here before we dive into some updates regarding the launch, feel free to post them here. Vic, where are the leads going? And if they buy Monday, will I still get credit? Frank Malone, where the leads are going is if you are, obviously you have to be an Empower Network affiliate to promote this launch, but the lead is going to the company, just like with any big launch, Empower Network. And then if you have either a GetResponse or an Aweber set up and linked to your Empower Network in the back office, the same lead goes to you as well. Okay, so you can communicate with that lead, and then the company sends out updates on your behalf as well. Okay, to that list. That works with just like with any launch. Now that is a lead, that's a company side. I don't have access to those leads. Neither do I care about them. I built my own. I advertise myself, and I built my own list. I personally got tens of thousands of people on the pre-launch list myself too. So yeah. All right. Let's see here. Do we have to become a Empower Network affiliate to buy ITF? No. You don't have to be an affiliate to buy the product. You have to be an affiliate to sell the product, though. Okay? Okay, and the technical difficulties. I know a few people had the same in Miami. Is there a way that we can prove we were in Miami so we can get the deal? If you had technical difficulties getting the product in Miami at the pre-order price, which was ridiculous, by the way, I would contact Empower and see what they have to say. Okay. All right. In video 1, I said I'm going to do a demo of 100,000 leads in a couple of days. You started this, but in video 2 completely. Okay. Yeah. That was strategic. I did not show that for a reason. I set up a campaign in video 2 for those of you guys who watched it, and then I showed people some strategies for creating landing pages, some hooks and stuff like that. As far as getting traffic, I want people to come back and watch video 3, because in video 3 I actually tell and talk about the specific place where I went to get my traffic. So we want people to come back for video 3, okay, and watch it, because it's there. All right, hey Vic, if someone on my lead list buys out ITF from me, who was already an Empower before, who will get the commissions? Who will the commissions go to? Contact the person or contact the company. Your Kaz, contact the company and ask them that question. I don't know. That would probably be a compensation plan question. Okay. Let's see here. Questions. Vic, you're the best. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. If someone buys the ITF, become an affiliate, do they have access to BIM? No, BIM has nothing to do. Big Idea Mastermind, folks, for those of you guys who are here from the BIM group, the Big Idea Mastermind has nothing to do with this particular launch. This is a standalone product that is being launched through the Empower Network affiliate platform. Does that make sense? So the only people who can promote it are Empower Network affiliates. This product has nothing to do with High Traffic Academy. This product has nothing to do with any other products with Empower Network, Big Idea Mastermind, none of that stuff. This is just a standalone product that anybody can purchase, as a customer to learn from. This would be really, really good for somebody who's promoting any kind of business on the internet. Would be really, really good for network marketers, for MLMers. Those guys, they have to talk to, to strangers all the time, every single day. And if they can learn how to build their business on the internet, how to drive traffic online, man, they can explode, because it's, this type of stuff is new to them. So yeah, this is a generic enough product where you can promote this to virtually anybody, okay, who wants to improve their business. Okay. What's new with Empower Network? Empower Network, what's new with them is they're just growing, man. They're adding more product lines into their arsenal. Internet Traffic Formula is one of them. They're creating some things in the background that will be good for everybody. I wouldn't launch a product through Empower Network, guys, if I did not believe in the vision of Empower. If I did not support the vision of Empower, I would not be launching a product through this organization. Because I'm here, you're here. I believe where we're going. One thing, speaking of Empower Network, folks, how many of you guys are going to the regionals? If you haven't got your ticket to regional yet, I highly recommend you get your ticket to regional. Okay, a couple of reasons. A couple of reasons why. Number one, in Seattle, all right, we are going to have a workshop. Okay, workshop for Internet Traffic Formula customers, and if you get Internet Traffic Formula, if you already have it, if you pre-ordered it in Miami, or you will get it if you don't have it yet, you will be admitted to the workshop. And workshop, we're going to just talk about traffic stuff. We're going to be talking about conversions. We're going to be talking about, we can potentially have maybe a hot seat, do a hot seat, type thing. I personally love that. So there's going to be a lot of cool stuff going on. So if you guys are going, you're definitely on the right track. If you're not going, I highly recommend get your tickets. Go there. It's going to be good. Okay, New Orleans. Okay, go to at least one. I'll be probably at all three of them. Probably. Which one is in the middle? Is that the New Orleans one or Charlotte? So the one that's in the middle, I'll probably be there for maybe like a day. I'll pop in and just say hello to you guys. But I'll definitely be there for the first one and the last one. Okay. All right. Awesome stuff. As far as some stats, just from what I heard, and again, this might be a good, might be a good thing for Dave to address, some stats and all the good stuff. Is we had almost 1 million people actually who saw the video. Pushing like 800,000, I think, who saw the video, which is good. Typically in a launch, when there's a big launch going on by a well-known guru in the internet, they typically get about that amount of visitors for the entire thing, including when the cart opens, and they have, just everybody who has a giant list promoting them. So what you guys did so far is incredible. You guys did a phenomenal job. So I would encourage you to continue mailing, right? Continue getting the word out there. If you're on Facebook, get the word out there. Send people to the front end, okay? Send people to a capture page so that you can capture their email so that they can be in the funnel, okay? If we end up turning this product into an evergreen funnel for you, okay? If we're going to do that ever, then you will have people who, raised their hand at least once, right? And expressed interest about learning about traffic, right? So you will be able to go back to that list and then remarket, the product back to them. So there is a good reason for you to continue mailing because, well, that's number one thing. Number two is the excitement, the buzz and excitement, and something we're going to do also. I'll tell you guys when the cart opens up, okay? How I've designed the sales message really was I wanted to get people to take action in the first like right away. Okay, we did not, even though the card is going to be open for the for a week, right? I wanted people to make a decision and hit the add to cart button and actually take action within the first 2 hours of them landing on the page and watching the video. Okay, you'll see how it's all done. We're giving away some killer, absolutely killer bonuses. They're timed bonuses. One of them is available only for the first 2 hours. Okay, and it's real. It's not like fake scarcity or anything. The stuff that we're going to be doing during this launch when the cart opens is actually real. And if people miss out, they'll be emailing you. They'll be, they'll be screaming. They'll be mad because they missed out. But there's nothing we can do about it. Okay, so when you mail for the cart open, when we open the cart on Monday, you want to let your list know, right? Tell them that, hey, you want to check this out as soon as possible. You want to watch the video to the end because at the end of the video, we're giving them some killer bonuses. And actually, well, I'm not gonna. I was gonna tell you something, but I'm not gonna do that. You'll have to see it. You'll have to see it. It's good stuff. All right, let's see. Okay, Becky, you're talking about somebody posting their links, I assume, in the comments. Guys, in the comments for the videos, don't put any of your affiliate links. You don't need to. Here's why. Because if you send somebody through your front end, they're cookied into you, right? They have a cookie that's attached to you. Okay, so sending them to a different link, it's just not cool. Don't do that. I mean, you look desperate that way, and it's just not a good thing to do. So I would not, I would discourage you actually from posting links in the comments. Okay. Let's see, any other questions here? Where do I get the URL to promote? I'm in Empower Network. If you're in Empower Network, Barry, go and log into your members area of Empower Network. Okay. See if I can actually help you out with that here in a minute. It's actually really simple, guys. Okay. For those of you guys who have no idea where to get your links, you go to empowernetwork.com. You go log in. Okay. And you will see this.
Everybody fixed.
This dude is going to come on here. He's going to talk to you for like 30 seconds. And then you can click this banner right here. Okay, and you enter your Empower Network logins, and here is the resources area, right, where you can get your, you can get your banners here, you can get your email templates here, your promotional links. Okay, it's all here. Okay, just make sure that you attach, make sure that your promotional link has your Empower Network ID attached to it. Okay. That's and that should be reflecting, like BIM is my ID. You should have your ID reflecting there. Just make sure that it's there. Okay, that's where you get it. Alrighty. Let's see here. Which sites would I invest to get? Which sites would I invest some money to get traffic? Okay, I would invest in sites that send good traffic. There's a lot of sites that promise, hey, pay $10 and get 500,000 visitors. Now, stay away from that kind of garbage. It's not going to convert for you. You know that. I know that, right? I would do. I would do emails. I would do media buy if you know how to do that. I'm not here to train you on how to do that. Obviously, we don't have the time. But I would send out some emails. I would buy some solo ads. I would do some pay-per-click. If you want to do Facebook pay-per-click, you can do that. If you want to do some Facebook marketing, you can do that. If you want to do some, I would actually might be a good idea to do to run some banner media advertisements. Go to Banner Networks, ClickSource. You can go to I mean, there's so many of them out there. I can maybe I can have Empower send out an email or something like that. But there's a lot of media buying places to where you can actually go and place banners on relevant sites, like on other blogs. What you guys can also do is this. Go to, and this is very, very basic, like something you can do tonight if you wanted to, right? Go and research like internet marketing blogs or work from home blogs, and go to Google and take a look at the blogs, right, that pop up on the first page of Google. Contact the blog owner, just send them an email and say, hey, would you send a solo ad to your lists, and I'll just pay you some money, okay? And a lot of times if they'll build a list, they'll send a solo ad to their list, right? And you can pay them. I would actually pay them, maybe a little bit extra to expedite the process for you, so you can get the traffic and send it to the first video while we're still in a pre-launch. I would do that. Okay. Somebody just popped on here. Let's see. Okay, I wanted to bring you guys some updates here. Give me 1 sec. I want to test this. All right, give me 1 sec here, folks. Because I think he was going to do some updates. But David Wood is man, he is awesome. I remember I was in Miami shooting. I think we had like a mastermind in Miami for my team, and I flew him to kind of hang out with us, and we were gonna go on a boat, I think, at like 11 o'clock or something like that. And so I was supposed to pick him up from his hotel at 10:30, and I wait for him by the hotel at 10:30, right? And he's not coming out, so I called him up. I'm like, hey, dude, where are you at? And he's just waking up. He's like, man, I did not have my alarm go off on time. That's Dave Wood, man. He's gonna be here. He's gonna be here. All right. Does the capture page direct new leads to the first video? The capture. What I would there's a couple of, if you're using Empower system, the people have to double opt in. Okay. If you use an Empower system, if you are using your own system, your own GetResponse or Aweber, you can actually set your thank you page. Any URL you want. So, like for example, when I have my people opted in, right? We can redirect them to video 1. You can redirect them to video 2. I highly recommend redirecting them to video 1. Okay, guys. If somebody says, Vic, you sound sleepy. If I sound sleepy, guys, it's because I am. I've been sleeping for literally like 2 hours for the last 2 hours a night for the last literally like 2 weeks, 2 to 3 hours. So I'm operating on, I'm pushing myself, but it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. I don't have to be all like with you all because you guys are insiders, so we're just having a conversation here. Video 3 is coming up tomorrow. Okay, it's going to be noon tomorrow. So watch for that. Video 3 is actually going to be really, really good. You want to mail for video 3. Make sure that people who are in your funnel, tell them about video 3. Okay, because we actually interview test group folks there. It's got a lot of social proof. It's got a lot of pre-built and a lot of a lot of content and a lot of pre-frame and a lot of aha moments in that video, and it pre-frames people and gets them ready for the the cart open video, which happens on Monday. Okay, and also in between video 3 and when the cart opens, there's going to be a couple emails we're going to be sending out. So stay tuned. You know, make sure that you watch your SMS updates from Empower if you're on the list. Make sure you watch your emails. Okay, for some swipes, because we'll be writing some swipes between video 3 and sales video. The reason I did not personally want to just pre-write all the emails ahead of time is because there is a different energy when you write an email ahead of time. You really don't know what the response is going to be like. You know what I mean? You really don't know how people are going to, you know, react or respond to the, you know, to the pre-launch content. So I wanted to seize the energy, you know what I mean, of the launch and the excitement. And when you're writing your emails, you know, through the lens of that energy that's going on, right? It just comes out differently, you know. And I know this kind of, I'm talking about some weird stuff here, but it's true. Like when you write your emails, never write your emails when you're in a bad mood. Never ever do that. Never shoot your videos when you're in a bad mood. You know, never try to promote something if you're like frustrated or you're desperate or you like, you know, you have that mixed emotions going on inside of you. Never try to build your business that way, because that stuff is gonna come across and it's gonna kill you. It's gonna kill your business. I never ever do that. Perfect example. You know, when I was shooting video, I think it was second video. Might have been first video in the series. You know, I shot a video and I'm like, you know, and I look at it. It's like, it's good, but I just, you know, I did not, you know, it wasn't 100%. You know, something was off. Something with the energy, you know, something was off. So I had to redo it again. You know, when I shoot, especially like when I shoot sales video, you guys will see it when sales video comes out. I am a little weird, maybe, you know, but I'm not gonna shoot a video if I'm not confident 1,000% in my message. You know what I mean? And I never ever script my stuff. I never ever, you know, go off bullet points. I just go and talk and speak from the heart, right? I just have a concept of what I want to talk about. I never think about what I'm going to say next. I just let it go, right? But I want to be in a frame of mind that, you know what, I'm confident, I'm pumped up. I just want to talk to them. I just want to connect with them, and that's how, you know, if you can practice that kind of stuff in your marketing, you'll be connecting with people on a much deeper level. Mr. Dave Wood, how are you, brother? All right, he is doing this to me right here, so that must be. Hold on a minute. All right.
I had to close another. I had to make sure my sound was working there. Apologize about this, Vic. I took off and there's just like this crazy traffic out here in Estes, Costa Rica right now. It took me forever to get back home. So.
You guys have traffic in Costa Rica there?
Yeah, they got a lot of traffic in the city at rush hour. They actually got this thing down here where if you're in the city, you're only allowed to drive in the city on certain days with your license. I'm fairly certain everyone ignores it, but apparently they can give you a ticket if you do. So, you know, I just was listening to you for the last couple of minutes because I just popped on. But you know, the first thing I wanted to say, Vic, is these videos are the best launch videos that I've ever seen. They just are. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's not. I've seen good videos before. I've seen value-based sequences before. But you got this magical combo of pure value with just high class, and I'm pumped, man. And the reason I'm excited is because of what all the people here really are going to have the ability to do just by getting excited and focusing. You know, I was talking to Jonathan Cronstead, and he was like, you know, how many units do you think we're going to move in the launch? And he asked me, and, you know, he was doing work over for Digital Marketer. And you know, the truth is I had to tell him I just don't know. Because we have this weird ability in Empower Network to do things that just aren't normal, right? And we also have got a lot of other effects going on that are going to be happening in the launch. I believe that on the front end, I don't know what the conversions are going to be, but I think that between the combination of the front end, the affiliates buying, the existing customers buying, the kind of frenzy effect that we're going to create the second the card opens, I think that we're going to do a good. I think we're going to do a good 5,000 units of it. And what that's going to mean for everybody watching this, you know, all the affiliates on it. If you're not an affiliate, just get in and start promoting. It's going to be your biggest month ever. That's what it's going to be. And so my goal and Empower Network's goal, Vic's goal, is to help you create your biggest month ever here. And so that's why I'm pumped. I was listening to you about when you were talking about getting yourself into a good state before you write copy or before you write an email or before you talk to somebody or something like that. And I can't emphasize the importance of that to everybody on here. And something that I do, and I've done for a long time. I actually learned this originally. I learned how to do it well back in like 2006 or 2007, where I learned how to get myself into a good state to kind of be inspired and be inspirational. And I don't know if he's on here, but I used to do meetings for a company that was selling gel vitamins up in Fairbanks, Alaska, and I'd go to the meeting. And I would, pull out a notebook and I would start preparing my presentation. I was trying to sell vitamins in a hotel, good old school network marketing. And the most important part of that meeting was I would go backstage for 3 or 4 minutes and just get myself in the right state to be able to deliver with power, right? And if you guys really want to know the secret to writing and communicating inspirational, right? All that it really is it's taking the emotional state, the mind state, the feelings in your body from a time when you were inspirational in the past and just remembering that and getting into that space again and letting your copy flow from that state of inspiration. It's a super easy thing to do. And if you do it, it changes everything. I've actually taught a lot of people how to do this over a period of time. And so the only thing that I'm going to suggest that you do on top of what Vic said, because I didn't hear most of it, is over the next couple of days when you're getting ready to send out an email, when you're getting ready to put a video up on Facebook and say, this is why you should buy from me, when you're posting your ads and putting your banner ads out and buying traffic to the internet traffic formula, is to get in your best self. And to do that, all you've got to do is remember a time when you were there. Remember a time when you were there. I was talking to a guy the other day who was stuck in his business. And, this is a guy that is a multiple six-figure earner. He's been in the flow before where he's just producing sales and producing success and creating results all around him. But when I talked to him the other day, he was in this state where it's not just a state, it's his actions were stuck. He was like, I can't really figure out how do I get back in that space where I'm creating results? How do I really get to a space where I'm influencing and affecting and impacting people the way that I used to do it? I can't remember how I did that. And, I talked to him, and all I told him was I said, I want you to step back, and I want you to remember a time when you were in a place when the sales were just flowing. And I want you to remember a time when you were there. It says, I got a memory like that. And I said, now I want you to go back in time. And I want you to remember how you felt. And I want you to remember the emotion that was flowing through you. And I want you to remember how it felt to be on the phone with somebody and to close them into your deal. And I want you to remember how it felt and what the feeling of inspiration was when you were sitting on the front of your computer typing an email to get somebody to make a buying decision. I want you to remember what it was like that first time you made a video, you put a camera out, and you just spoke with that fire from the inside. And as you were speaking, you knew that it was going to be the best video ever. And in a 2-minute conversation, he was back in this place where he knew what he had to do to get results. See, one thing that people always see is that whether it's conscious, whether it's unconscious, whether they're aware of it or not, people always see what's on the inside. Because what's on the inside always comes out. If you're frustrated, it comes out. If you're happy, it comes out. If you want to get results, it comes out. If you're somebody who's going to do whatever it takes, it comes out. If you pop on a live stream and you say, I'm here to serve you, right? People feel it if it's right, whether they're aware of it because of your facial expression, or whether they're aware of it because of the tone in your voice, or whether they're aware of it because they kind of sense something different about why you say what you say. People are always aware of your state. So a lot of you on here, like people have been like, sometimes people hit me up, they're like, I've never really created results online, so I can't get into that space, right? I haven't ever closed somebody into a company, so I can't get into that place of excitement for doing that. but you have been in a place where you've been inspired. You have been in a place where you've been powerful. You have been in a place where you've created extraordinary results, regardless of whether it's here. And that's the space that you need to get into for the next few days, because what I'm going to do over the next few days is everything that I can to produce as many sales as you can. I know a lot of you guys have seen those little emails that I've sent out in between. We got people who send emails for me, pretend they're me, and then we got the ones that are actually for me. You can tell the difference. I'm not sure.
You can tell the difference, man. Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure that you know the difference. I'm sure all our leaders are like, oh yeah, Travis sent another email, but we got both going on because I've got a lot going on. I'm working on a product we're developing from Seattle, and that's taking a lot of my time. But the reality is that, I'm excited about this launch. I'm pumped up about it. And the reason I'm pumped up about it isn't just because it's going to be a big launch. Because a big launch is one thing, guys. It's like, oh, cool, Mr. Guru just sold a bunch of his product, right? That's cool. It's like, yeah, the guy, he did I saw somebody on Facebook the other day post, I'm an 8-figure earner. It's like, well, should I say I'm a 9-figure earner because I've done $100 million in sales? No, because I haven't actually earned $100 million, right? There's a little bit of a difference, you know what I mean? I'm just putting the tease out there for that guy winking at you. I think you're cool, like everybody else does. But the reality is, guys, is that I'm pumped up. The reason I'm pumped up is because in Empower Network, a win that's big is not just a win for the company. A win that's big is a win for the people. It's a win for the moms and the dads out there that are trying their best to create a result. Maybe they're struggling to make a couple thousand a month because they participate in the launch and focus their energy and focus their results and focus their messaging and tell people why they should buy. Now this month they can have a $10,000 month. It's because of the people out there like Tony Rush, who's out there building a business and out there doing what it takes and out there building a team who's going to go out there and crush it and have a 6-figure just from this launch month. It's from the people out there that see this as an opportunity to get out to new eyeballs, to get out to a new message who are empowered, but also beyond that. I'm excited for the value this product is going to bring to the marketplace, because ultimately what Empower is about empowerment and transformation. And it doesn't have to always be done with the tag Empower Network on it. You guys are all affiliates of ours, so I can talk freely to you here. But the reality is that we are here to empower people, to transform them, no matter what it is that they're doing. And what I'm most proud about to be doing this, to be participating in this, is I'm excited about what results it's going to create for you. Because when I look at what Vic's created, and when I look at all our other affiliates have created, there's the I always forget what they call that, the Pareto principle or whatever. I'm always forgetting the names of stuff, right? Where it's like the 80-20 rule, where it's like, it's like 20% of your organization produces 80% of your results. In our business, it's more like 2% of the organization produces 98% of the results. It's actually more lopsided. So it's more like this. The top 20% of the 20% produce 99% of the results, right? And when I look at Vic and what he's created, he creates more results by himself than like 10,000 normal people, right? I want you to think about that for a second. I want you to think about what you're going to learn in this product, what you're going to learn as you pay attention to the launch series, what you're going to learn by participating and getting yourself into a good state and bam, sending that email out knowing it's going to create a result. What you're going to learn as you go through these videos is you're going to kind of look on the inside and look at a person, and I want you to think about it. One man producing the results of 10,000. That's not just above ordinary, and that's not just extraordinary. There's not even a word for that. There's this legend in China, and I used to take martial arts, and we had this big picture on the wall of this big warlord-looking guy, and he had this gigantic sword on it, and it actually kind of looked scary, even though it was a painting. It was like sitting in the middle of this gigantic white wall when you walked into the Clune, which is like the name for a school in China. And you walk in there, there's this dude with this gigantic sword in his hand. I remember when I started Kung Fu, I said, who's that guy, right? And they said, well, there's this legend in China where this guy who's like 8 foot tall, he stood on a bridge and killed 1 million people in an opposing army, one by one, right? Now, I'm sure that's not true, right? I'm sure that it's not, right? But when I see that picture, what I really see is Vic Strizhouse. It's like this one-man army standing there, somehow producing the results by himself. And not only is he doing that, but he's got his team replicating that. He's got other people succeeding like that. He's got other people creating unbelievable, extraordinary results. And how is he doing it? Well, you get a chance to learn it in the Internet Traffic Formula. Your list gets a chance to learn it in the Internet Traffic Formula. And here's how I actually feel about it. I feel like you are doing your list a disservice if you don't do everything in your human and inhuman power to get them to buy. And here's why I believe that is because, you know, it's like when I got started in my business online. I didn't really have this kind of results that I've got today. I hadn't done $100 million in sales. I didn't live in Costa Rica. I was living in my parents' house, right? So it's like if I went out there and I tried to teach people, it's like, hey, here's what I know to get my results. I'd be teaching them like, hey, here's what I've done to be at 27 years old with no money living in my parents' house. You know, here's my formula, right? Jump from deal to deal, fail at everything, and blame the world, right? I mean, I couldn't have taught people. But if I could have the opportunity to get people around the leader, to get people around somebody that knows how to create extraordinary outcomes, and I could just bring my people to that, and in the process of bringing them to that, I can create the results as well. Now I'm in an environment where I can tell the truth, I can be honest, I can have an authentic message, I can be real, I can be me, and I can learn along with my list what the real secrets are to creating the success that I want. I'm telling you, friends, that is a different message. That is something that's powerful. That's something that we as an army together can stand behind. Because I believe something here. I believe that we are going to create results that make the results that we've created up to this point seem minuscule. I believe that what we're going to do as a team is not just going to continue to shatter records, but we'll shatter them all, because we don't just have a good company. We've got the best people. Right, and remember something, guys, we're only good as the people that we surround ourselves with. So this is your chance to participate, to be a part of a real inner circle, to move this product, to go through it with your team. You know, I'll tell you what I would do. I'd start telling people right now, hey, look, I don't know everything about traffic. You know, I studied a different line of things. You know, Vic became a master of traffic. I became a master of all this weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm really interested to just go through it to learn a lot of the stuff that he knows. So I'm just going to tell my list, hey, I'm going to go through this product with you and actually show you the results from different traffic campaigns I'm going to be setting up and running from all the traffic sources. And I'd be telling people how excited you are to learn this for yourself, right? Because if you can learn these skills along with the stuff that you know now, the stuff that you're going to learn from us in the future, the stuff that you're going to learn as you continue to plug in, as you continue to go through the products, as you continue to be educated, there's something that I learned a long time ago, and that, you know, a business can come and go, right? But your skills can last. Your skills will last a lifetime, right? And there's a combination, and this is the magical combo. It's belief, attitude, and skill, right? Belief, attitude, and skill. You know, we talk all the time about, you know, believing that you can accomplish great things. Vic talks about the power of visualization. You know, he's always referring to psycho-cybernetics. I actually got this worn-out copy from back in like Amway days right here, right? This little thing. I think I read this thing like 10 times. You know, where he talks about changing your self-image through the power of visualization by seeing a more powerful you. We talk about that all the time. And when you combine believing in yourself, believing you can do this, and you can do this if you've got a dream, believing in extraordinary outcomes, and you combine that with skill, with tactics, with strategy, with the right information, with the nuts and bolts, and then you go out like a maniac and get to work. I'm telling you, you can do things that you can't even imagine you can do. That's why I'm excited for the Internet Traffic Formula. That's why I'm excited to get people to buy this thing, because I believe that they're not spending money when they buy. I believe they're not even investing money. I believe that they're losing money. I believe that they are losing opportunity. I believe that they are losing education. I believe that they are missing out on information. I believe that they are going to lose money in their business if they don't buy. So for me, it's not a question of if they should buy. It's the question of, do I have what it takes in me to get every single person who could possibly buy this launch product, to get every affiliate and Empower Network to buy this launch, to get every single person I come in contact with to say, you need to buy this product. I got what it takes to do that. And I'll tell you, I got a lot of what it takes. So we'll lay it on, right? I've already generated, I think, like almost 6,000 leads into this launch pick, and I ain't doing any massive, quick buying strategies. I'm just hammering the shit out of my list. But I've just been slamming people. You need to see this. You know what I mean? You need to get on this thing. So I want to bring in 1,000 people myself. You know what I mean? That's my goal.
So you got 6,000 from just mailing your list?
Yeah. I just well, let me actually check. Hold on a second here. Let's see if I go to. I don't know if I've got that many. I should have over-exaggerated. I know I got at least 5 to close. 1. This is just for mailing my list, though. This is just my personal.
Yeah, you know what the cool thing is, man.
Yeah, 5,500. I've had 55 people opted to your capture page.
Nice. Nice. You know, the cool thing is, man, is you don't have to be anybody, like, you don't have to have any, like, magical abilities. This stuff can be learned. You know, when I look at somebody who's an expert at something, they did not become an expert at that thing just, without first taking the time to learn it. But unfortunately, what's going on is, dude, it's so many people, they just don't want to learn stuff, They just don't, they get discouraged, they give up too soon, and they just go back and they just run circles and circles and circles. Is guys, look, if you wanna be the best, you need to stay in the game. You need to stay in the game. If you're gonna be a boxer, you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get punched in the face. You're gonna get knocked down. You're gonna get knocked out. But the question is if you want to be the world's champion, you're gonna get up or you're gonna stay down.
Yeah.
In business, listen, you're going to fail. You are going to fail. It's not a matter of will I or not. You will. You will run a campaign that's gonna bomb. You will lose money. But you know what? The question is, will you get up? Will you get back in the game? And will you stay in the game? I cannot tell you how many times I failed. I cannot begin to tell you how many campaigns I tested that bombed, and how much money I lost. But you know what? Is those wins. When you win big, But man, I just want to encourage you guys. Just stay in the game. There is nothing, in my opinion, there is nothing more lucrative that you can do for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones, for just, what do you really want? You can have it here, really. If you can just believe that, if you can just stay in the game, if you just learn from people who are doing it, leadership within Empower Network. We got people who have never succeeded, they're succeeding. Listen, if that's not proof for you, I don't know what is. Ultimately, it comes down to the person. You need to learn several things. When it comes to, I'm a big on just developing yourself. I'm big on taking care of yourself first. Because your business, your life, your relationships is just a reflection of you. You look at the mirror, it's a reflection of you. Your bank account is a reflection of you, right? If you take care of yourself, if you take care of your body, Dave, you were talking about getting in the state. What works for me, man?
What?
And something simple, and some of you guys are gonna laugh, but just get moving, man. Sometimes, like when I've been working on this launch here for forever now, and been operating on like 3 hours of sleep, for the last I don't know, a couple of weeks at least. What gets me going is just get moving. Go to the gym, get on the treadmill. Just start running. Just get your body moving. Something happens. You get whatever the thing is called goes into your brain, and the blood starts flowing, and you just start feeling better. You loosen up a little bit. That helps me personally. I found that this particular industry can be lonely, right? If you let it be lonely, if you just frustrated out of your mind, you just sit on your computer, you just like, in that desperate mode, you're trying to bang out those emails, and you're like, why is this not working? Why is this not working? Well, not only are you gonna, probably kill yourself faster, your business is not gonna grow. You will not have the result that you want, right? Relax. Relax. Just know that there's going to be some major wins. There's going to be some losses. And it's just a part of the game. Just embrace the fact. But you know what? Never lose the vision. Never lose the sight of your big goal. Right? What you really want. Just really feed yourself daily. Work on yourself. Next thing is what you need to know is when it comes to business is traffic generation, guys. That's it. Traffic generation. You cannot. You can have everything else. In place. If you don't know how to get traffic, you're doomed, right? Third thing is just as equally important. If you don't know what to do with the traffic that you're getting, you're doomed, right? So you got to know. And the cool thing is that's exactly what we teach in our traffic formula. This is my best work yet, man. I've been really trying to teach this in a way so that it's it's really understandable and easy to follow for a complete newbie. As a matter of fact, if you guys can tell me really quick here in the chat, how many of you guys are just beginning here? Like you're not at the advanced level. You just want to know like how to simple stuff like Vic. How do I create my landing page? How do I hook it up to an autoresponder? How do I set up my sequences? How do I set up some of them broadcast emails and all like basic stuff like that? How many of you guys need help with that kind of stuff here? Just give me a perspective. Give me an idea. We got like 1,500 people in the room. If you guys can type, I know it's like a 30-second delay here. Yeah, man, just stay in the game. Stay in the game, guys. You will get better. Okay. People who succeed are people who just never quit, man. They just never quit. Look at anybody who's successful. This guy who Elon Musk, right? The Tesla guy. He's into a bunch of really weird and really, really awesome stuff. But man, I listened to his interview the other day, and and he had so many haters, man. He had so many people telling him that he couldn't do what he did. He just never quit. You look at anybody, Steve Jobs. You look at anybody who just changed the entire industries and the entire world, right, with what they did. Those people had failures. Those people had setbacks. Those people had discouragements. Those people had naysayers. They had haters. They had people who did not believe in them, but they still persevered. You can do the same thing. All right, let's see here. Just want to get an idea of how many people we got who need like very.
Just as while you're looking that up, Vic, and thinking through that, I just wanted to talk about something here. Something that I see all the time. That's based off of what you just said. Just stay in the game. A lot of people they see something, they get in it, whether they get it in power or they say, okay, I want to promote the internet launch formula, or they get in a company or whatever, and they spend forever learning, and they don't really spend a lot of time doing it. Right, and I posted something on Facebook the other day, and I was talking about how you literally cannot learn what you need to learn without taking action. You can't. There's a function in the mind. The first time I heard about this was actually Tony Robbins back when I was like 12 years old and started listening to Tony Robbins. Where he was talking about how there's a part of your mind called the reticular activating system. We actually talk about it in cybernetics too, but they call it, I forget what they call it in this book, it's like the automation mechanism or something like that, where when you focus on something, and your attention and energy is directed towards something, there's an automation mechanism in your mind that controls what your attention sorts for, what you perceive, what you distort, and the way that you change information around you in order to focus on that outcome. It actually produces a change physically in your brain when you focus all your energy in one direction that is not produced if you don't focus your energy. And the only way that I know to do that is by getting involved in something, taking massive action, and by being willing to then go through training and listen to feedback from whether it's the universe, whether it's a mentor, whether it's going through a product, whether it's watching your email and seeing what people open, what they don't open. Your mind, your unconscious mind, will automatically start sorting for the information to aim you more on track towards your goal when you're focused on it, when you're taking massive action, and when you're in the process of learning and absorption. There's too many people out there, and it's not just about staying in the game. That's part of it. There's too many people out there that they stay in the game, and they stay in the game learning. They stay in the game thinking. They stay in the game planning to plan, thinking about when they're going to start thinking about getting around to taking action when they know the right strategy. Here's when you're going to know the right strategy. You're going to know the right strategy when you have been taking action consistently enough and focused on adjusting that action consistently enough for a long enough period of time to aim yourself in the exact right direction to hit your outcome. If you really want to get results, and this is just off the subject from the internet traffic formula, Don't wait till you got the internet traffic formally and start driving traffic to this and start trying stuff. Don't wait until you've gone through every module to place a solo out and say, hey, this is something you need to check out. Don't wait to read the sections and watch the sections on, this is how to construct emails that people open to send an email to their list. Start taking action right now. And then as you're learning, as you're listening, oh yeah, I can get in a better state before I send an email. Oh yeah, I can get in a better emotional space before I turn on the camera and make this video. Oh yeah, I can adjust my language, and I can adjust the things I say, take the strategy that I just learned by listening to this webinar, and when I use this strategy, I can get a little bit better selling result. Adjust things along the way of taking action, and your results are going to be exponentially greater. Because one thing Vic said earlier in this, it's like a boxer. You will get hit, you will get knocked down. Sometimes you're going to get knocked down. Sometimes you'll lose a fight. But it's not about whether you lose a fight. It's not about whether you get knocked down. It's those who rise to fight another day. It's those who keep going to the gym and keep practicing and keep listening to their coach. It's those who continue to learn, to continue to adjust, to continue to alter their course of action, who end up getting the result that they want. So I just want to throw that feedback back and over to you about the drinking. I can't hear you. No. Can other people hear him?
Hold on a second.
Got it.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm just looking. Somebody says I look bored.
That's funny.
Yeah. I just been having fun too much, guys. Too much fun with the lunch, but it's been good. It's been good. All right, I'll get my sleep when we're off the ground and flying. I'll get my sleep, catch up on that then. Yeah, as far as I was just checking out some of the comments here, and yeah, we have quite a few people who are new here. So yeah, that's I kind of figured that, based on some statistics, because when I created this product, I wanted to I prepared by first of all, surveying a lot of people on my list and just kind of see what people are at, when did they get started, how much money they're making, and, how advanced they are. Most people in our industry, they got started, at least people who are on my list, anywhere from 6 months to up to 18 months. That's where people are at, and most of them are not making money, prospects. So we're going to have a lot of there's going to be a lot of how to get started information, like from the beginning. It's going to be really, really good for newbies, and there's going to be a lot of the advanced material as well, and everything in between. So perfect. I'm actually glad to see that a lot of you guys are getting started here too, because we have that stuff covered. All right, cool, bro. Anything else you got, man, before we wrap this up, or we can continue talking there? What do you guys want to talk about?
We can ask people what they want to talk about and just stay on here for hours, or we could just, tell people to write an email and send it out. We can ask people what they want, but, most of the questions that they ask, they've got to kind of wait till the internet traffic formula comes out and buy it and go through it to get those answers probably. But, the only thought that I've got before, we'll open it up to a couple of questions, I suppose, let's take 5 minutes. If people ask questions, we'll stay on for 5 minutes and answer the questions. How about that? So, but before that, the only other thought I've got is this, guys. Now is the time to take action. Now, right? A lot of you guys have been in power for a long time. Some of you guys have made a lot of money here. Some of you guys have made money. It's gone up and down, and then it's gone back up. Some of you made only a little bit, but you've never really given it your all, right? You've never really done that. A lot of you have never done that. Now, I've done it, right? But the reality is a lot of you have not done that, right? Now is the time to take action. Now is the time. Because when you have got a dream and it just is bigger than life, and you go out there and you act on it, 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 you will create it. You will create it. If you keep adjusting your way, if you keep listening to feedback, if you keep being willing to learn, you will adjust it. So take action just all out for the next few days. I think the card opens, Monday, Vic? And the next video comes out tomorrow at noon Eastern, right?
Yep.
Card opens, and the card opens, what, Monday at noon Eastern?
I believe so. I believe so.
So the only thing I've got to say, I mean, if you are on here and you do not own the internet traffic formula, Monday at noon Eastern, you want to be the very first person to be in there and to be buying that product and then saying, I've got my copy of the internet traffic formula on Facebook, showing people your purchase receipt, saying, I'm in, right? And I'm telling you something, guys. We will walk through this with you, and my goal is to help you guys create results along with us. And so let's lock arms and fight the force of evil and just make it happen. So we got questions. Let's 5 minutes. Let's go.
I'm just looking for some good questions here, man. 70% commission. I believe that's what it pays out, right, Dave? You know the compensation better than that?
70.
Okay. Cool. What do you do? Hey, here's a question. What do you do if you're discouraged?
You know, that's a really good question, and I'm gonna. That depends on what's making you discouraged, but in another way that it doesn't, because the formula is essentially the same. So let me talk about the formula for that and how to get out of it. Most of the time when people are discouraged, it's because they're not hitting an outcome that they set, and they might be trying really hard, and they might really not be anymore. Maybe they did try hard and they kind of got burned out and they just stopped trying. But they kind of still feel like they're trying hard. They still feel like they're working. So they're in this like space where they're like just swirling around in their emotions. But most of the time, it's because people have set an outcome or a goal. They've tried to hit it and they haven't hit it, right? And I'll tell you the easiest way to get out of that, and this is going to sound overly simplistic. You need to, for 2 hours, stop working and stop sitting around moping about the past, okay? And just sit there, get a notebook, get a pen out, all right, and create a new outcome. That's step one, right? Because the second you have a new goal that you're focused on, you're going to stop focusing in on the things that you missed. And that's always why people are frustrated with, is because of all the stuff they missed. You know, I said this and then I didn't hit it, and I did this and I didn't do it. Right? People are always focused on failure in the past. Well, what you want to do is take yourself out of that and focus in on an outcome for the future. Those of you who have the 15K formula, go through Module 1 and just follow the exercise. And set a new outcome tonight on what you're going to accomplish. That's step one. Step two, then you need to take your attention and energy off of even the future or the past and start focusing